And we are live. Let me make sure that my microphone is on. Hopefully, you all can hear me. I don't know if anybody's in here yet, so hopefully, you can hear me. Um, Welcome back to another episode of It's Monday. I am I don't want to say host because I'm not hosting. I'm just here kicking it with you guys, but I'm Carrie, and it is a pleasure to be back. Um, I have not gone live for 2 weeks. In 2 weeks. So have definitely been doing a couple of things that I want to share with you all. I just want to make sure that my audio is good. Give me 1 second. 1 second. Let's see. Can you guys hear me? Hey, DJ Ace Productions. Can you hear me okay? Just want to make sure that I'm able to be heard. Because one of my last lives, the first clip was muted. Let me see. This is. Oh, I hear me. I'm there. So I'm just going to be honest with y'all. I feel a little all over the place tonight, but maybe that's fitting considering the topic of tonight, which is surrendering. So I have been gone for 2 weeks, like I said. And the reason has been because of an opportunity that has come across my plate that I have been taking advantage of. I think that I explained to you all 2 weeks ago about the opportunity to do wardrobe for the Jacksons. My husband actually put that before me. And so that has 100% been awesome, but it has also 100% thrown off the rhythm that I was attempting to establish. And I'm going to just be transparent. The working out, the water, the weight gain, I've gained weight, all of that has been at play. That's just real. All of that has been at play. And with traveling, I've been to a couple of different states, a different country, and that's beautiful, but all of that creates like this whole everything was kind of like just kind of jumbled up. So, what became very very obvious to me was you need a new system. Like you got to figure out a new system here. And a part of figuring out the new system was also being okay that you had to switch. I don't know if you guys can relate to um if life is just going, it could be going good. It's not even like life has to be going bad. Like life is going, you're figuring stuff out, and then something creates a change. Have you ever felt kind of guilty to have to adjust? Maybe guilt is not the right word. Maybe it's just kind of like a heaviness to it. That's what I started feeling. I started feeling like I was letting my own commitment down, my commitment to doing my not only the live, but the content in between the lives. Um, my going to the gym, even me with homeschooling here, I had to readjust the way we were doing it just in these 2 weeks. And I found myself just kind of questioning like, is this good? Is this bad? Why do I feel uneasy? But, and then what came to me was you're just not really surrendering. You're not completely surrendering because the reality is that life is going to change. It's going to go up, it's going to go down, it's going to go left, it's going to go right. You're not going to be able to predict everything. Like I get it. Preparation is important, planning is important, but pivoting is important as well, and kind of knowing how to readjust. And that's okay. Like, that's okay. So I named this show The Silver Lining of Surrender because, all right, how do I do this? A couple of weeks ago, story time. A couple of weeks ago, I'm a part of this mom's prayer group my friend started. And so we do like a Bible study every Thursday. And one of the things that we were talking about was like, what does joy really mean to you? And now, hey, Terry Ruff. And now that I am in a different place with my relationship with God, thank you, God. The idea of what joy is different. It's not about being happy. It's not about everything being how I want it to be. It's knowing that no matter what, I'm covered. It's knowing that no matter what, if my focus is on being pleasing to God and walking how I think He wants me to walk as best as I can, like that's where I find my peace, regardless of in my joy, regardless of if things are going good or bad. So I say all that to say that for me, as I was kind of like processing this, even not going live this past Monday, I was starting to let that stress me out. I was like, you're not truly surrendering. You're not truly locking into this idea of what real joy is for you. You're not truly locking into this is whatever God wants it to be. Because if you were, you would not be stressing over any of this. You would just deal with it. And so there is a silver lining in everything that you should be looking to exist in so that you're okay. So that's like my new definition of the silver lining is finding that space in life, in any situation where I'm good. Good news, bad news. I'm existing in this space, which is basically filled with trust for God. I'm just in that space. And that way, I can enjoy life as it comes. I can deal with life as it comes. I don't get, thrown off, and I can adjust easily because I'm not attached to anything. So that was like the big epiphany for me. Now, here's some other things that were kind of cool as a wife. Anybody who is married may appreciate this, especially if you are a wife. Husbands, y'all probably will too, but especially if you're a wife who sometimes you can't quite understand things from your husband's perspective, and then you get that aha moment, right? So it's no secret that I have been a stay-at-home mom for years, and I homeschool. Most of you who know me at this point know that, like, that's a part of me. So, and I think most people also know that my husband travels quite a bit. So it's funny because a lot of the times when he is a lot, yep, fat God giving Israel lost sheep, roam from God to Jesus, not giving, Gentiles stolen your book, change, infiltrated idolatry, change, God don't see God. Okay. Okay. Um, but some of the times, not a lot of the times, because I think I'm a pretty understanding wife, right? But some of the times when my husband would come back from traveling, I would go through this process in my head where I would be like, am I low? I feel like I'm low. I would go through this process. Oh, that's all I got on my chair. That's all I got. Um, I would go through this process where I would be like, okay, he had a show, let's say last night. The show ended by 11 o'clock. His flight the next day is a little bit later in the morning, early afternoon. So he had a good amount of time to get some rest. So when he comes home, if he's like sleepy, in my mind, I might say, why is he so sleepy? I won't say it to him because, well, I'm lying. No, I'm lying. At one point in time in my life, I probably hinted that I was frustrated that he would come home and like go to sleep, but I matured. I did. I matured, and it was eventually carried. The man's tired, like let him sleep. So, but in my mind, I was still thinking. So, some of the times I understand because he might have, a late show, early flight. But the times where I feel like he should have enough time to go to sleep, I'm sitting here and I'm saying, "Why are you sleeping?" Well, now that I've been out, we went to Curacao, we went to Wichita, Kansas, we went to um Yamava, which is in San Bernardino, California. We went to Jersey just yesterday. And so now that I have not only had to do like the planes and the different hotels and the lugging of the suitcases and you're moving and you're all of this stuff now, and when you come home you have just a few days in between. Now I'm understanding how when you come back you just want to lay out and recover. And so obviously this might not be everybody's situation, but one of the things that I realized was that I needed to, like, it gave me, I guess it gave me empathy. It gave me empathy and more understanding. So if I were to give some, I guess, marital advice to, especially to wives, if there are situations with your husband, especially if it involves him working, um, and needing to be home to just rest. If you can't put yourself in his shoes, just try to put yourself in his shoes in your mind and give him some grace and just take care of him. Let him rest it out. Let him recover because 9 times out of 10 it's definitely needed. I mean, y'all, my feet were hurting in ways that I didn't even know that they could. I will say this though. My steps, oh yes, my steps were up. I got a notification from my phone the other day that said that my steps were higher than they've been ever. There were days where one day I almost got in 20,000 steps. So I'm not mad at that. Now, with regard to this whole health, this gaining weight, all right, so after you stay in the silver lining and you surrender, I also recognize, okay, that's cool, but you do need to figure this out. Like clearly you are like you're to come up with a new system. So I now have to come up with what will my system look like if I'm going to be traveling? How am I going to handle my content? How am I going to handle food? How am I going to handle movement, sleep, all of that stuff? So for instance, before I was talking to you all about gallons of water. Well, it could be the case where now when I'm out on the road, I have to focus on how many bottles of water because it's easier to count the bottles than a gallon. Um, and I'm just naming these things because many of us have seasons happening in our lives. We have things where, like I said, you start to establish your flow and then things change. And for some of us, things change, but we keep trying to do the same thing for this season and this season, and it does not work. It's not effective. It might take more energy from you than it should. Whatever. Or things change and now we throw out the baby with the bathwater. So for a hot second, in my case, that's what I felt like. And that's what I was getting down on myself about because I don't want to keep saying, I'm gonna be honest with y'all because I'm not lying. But there was a couple of days where I was just like, I ate McDonald's one day. Now, in fairness, I was in Curacao and the show ended late and there was like, no, it wasn't. It happened. We didn't go to McDonald's later. We went to McDonald's after the sound check. Yeah. So we went to McDonald's. It was horrible. I shouldn't have. I know, but I did. I went to McDonald's and um I had I had a lot of ice cream while I was out there. Like, see, Corso, I think I kind of put that, since that was the first trip in my mind, I think I was also kind of labeling that a little bit vacationy, a little bit kind of sort of I'm getting away. But once my husband told me that, the Jacksons were cool, they liked me, they're cool with me, cuz I first just went out there the first time to help for that show. But now, like, I'm rolling. I'm rolling with them, right? So I think by the time we got to Yamava, I was like, okay, sister girl, you gonna have to reel this in because you're big backing right now. Okay. You are. So you got to get this together. You're gonna have to figure out how you can exist out here and get in shape and stay in, like, you gotta figure something out. So I figure, not that y'all asked, one tribe, Carrie is great, always looking for understanding every situation. Room 9 needs your healing energy so bad right now. They need healing? Oh God, what's going on? Um, so not that y'all asked me, but I figure the biggest thing that I need to figure out is like snacks, food. And the good thing is I know where I'm going in advance so I can plan, and then working out and sleep. I definitely see how people go on the road and it becomes an unhealthy thing. And I refuse to let that happen. So there's that. So I had a bunch of notes here, but I clearly didn't follow them. I'm just kind of kicking it with y'all and telling y'all. And I'm attempting to show this because I was worried. I was like, oh my God, I have to go live. And I really don't even know what to go live about. I don't know what to talk about because I wasn't here last week and I wasn't posting during the week. Like, and then it dawned on me, talk about that. So let me see. Let me scan real quick. This is not a long live, y'all. Not today. Unless y'all just want to kick it. It's not a long live. Faith is not pretending everything is perfect. Faith is trusting God. Yep. Yep. What is something? Oh. So I have some questions though. I do have a question. Um, what part of your life has changed, but you are still trying to use the old system? You don't have to answer it to me here, but ask yourself that. Like seriously. And where do you have good intentions but no real system? Those are my questions. That's that. How's everybody doing? How are y'all doing? I apologize for like the all overness for tonight, but I don't want to fake it. You know what I'm saying? I want to be able to have a space where I can come up here and be real with y'all. Like I really didn't want to tell y'all I gained weight if true transparency, but it is what it is. In fact, somebody said that in one of the lives, and I told my husband about it. I said I couldn't even be mad because he was right. But I'ma drop it. He said, Carrie, you picked up weight. I said I sure did, but I'ma drop it. So but I hope everybody's doing good. Like I said, this is not a long live. I definitely think that I will do some lives. I have to see the airport thing that threw me off, and I'm still learning the airport, y'all. I'm still learning how to like navigate through there, the Wi-Fi, all of that good stuff. But I might just have to accept that some of these lives might be from another location, which I think is okay. And I just need to come up with a new strategy for editing and posting during the course of the week. So there's that. Oh, you want to hear something funny? So we I gotta tell y'all two parts of this story because this again is the silver lining. Because again, if if you are going to have faith, if you are going to have faith and give it over to God, you just got to do it regardless, right? So we drove up to New Jersey for this last show because I'm from there. Oh, look, Jersey. And we were able to take the kids with us. So we took our truck into the shop a couple of days prior because we were having troubles with it. It was weird. It was like the air would cut off and cut back on, and like all the gauges in the dash would just go to zero. So imagine if you're driving and your gas gauge just goes to E. your speedometer goes to 0, oil goes to 0, temperature L, like everything goes to the left, right? And when that happens, your AC shuts off, and you know the little gate, the little, what do you call that on the screen that tells you when you're in park, drive, reverse, neutral, all of that. I don't know what that's called, but imagine you can no longer see if you're in park, reverse, drive, neutral, all of that happens. Well, that's what was happening to our truck. Took it in, and supposedly they fixed it. That's what we thought. The day that we're leaving to go to New Jersey, it happens. Now, by this point, we gotta drive because that's like we're taking the kid, like that's the way that we're gonna go. So so it just so happened to be the hottest freaking day it could have been. It was like 96 degrees, okay? 96 degrees. And I'm talking so hot that when you roll down the windows, you could have we had the all the windows down. It literally just felt like somebody was had a hair dryer and was blowing air on you. Like that's how hot the wind was, right? So my my husband and I, you okay. Oh, see, I'm laughing in my head because y'all don't know how far my husband and I have come with one another. I think us traveling together has just been the greatest thing ever. We've been working on us a lot. Both of us have been called closer to God these past year or so. Like it's just been we've been progressively maturing in our marriage, and I'm so thankful for that. So like communication is really a thing for us for real now. And also not being the one to be the energy killer, if you get what I'm saying. So you could just tell that the minute that that happened, as we're trying to hit the road, you could tell that both of us were just like in our head, like, just deal with this, like, push past this. So I just kept saying out loud, I just kept saying, I'm gonna pass this test. I'm gonna pass this test. I'm gonna pass this test. And finally, he was like, what are you talking about? I said, this is a test. I'm convinced that this is a test and I'm gonna pass it. Now, I don't know who the test is from, but I'm gonna pass it. I don't know if this is God's test. I don't know if the devil is trying to test me. But I'm gonna pass this test. So anyway, so that was like again one of those moments where ordin I'm not going to say ordinarily cuz I'm not claiming that as my ordinarily anymore, but the older me, oh man, frustration levels, I would have been the one who would have had no problem in inserting the negative energy, not being a bitch about it, but you would have been able to tell like I'm frustrated. But nope, I didn't. We handled that trip that should have been like 8 hours that turned into 12 hours. My son got sick on the way. We stopped like 15,000 times. Hey Kiki. We stopped like 15,000 times. My husband and I were able to just kind of laugh our way through it. I kid you not. We found the silver lining at every given moment. And the thing about it is, the reason why it tripped us out is because the way it happens is you could be driving, right? And it's fine. And then 5 minutes later, you hear beeping, like beep, beep, like, alerts. Alerts start coming up on our dashboard. Everything goes to 0. The air cuts off. So you're being constantly tricked. Like 1 minute our air is on and we're going for like 5 minutes with cold air. Then the next minute is gone. So the windows are back down. Like it was a lot. But we did it. Like we handled it. But here's the funny side note. Did y'all know that when you go, this is an aside, because one of the things they did when we took the car is they rotated our tires. And I was talking to my husband and and he told me, because I was like, we probably need to get our tires changed at some point because the guy had said we need to get our tires changed. And he was like, yeah, but we will. But for right now, we're good. He said the tires, like they switched the tires. And I said, wait a minute. Is that what rotating tires means? He said, yeah. I was like, Joe, do you know what I have always thought rotating tires has meant until this very moment? He said, and it was like, he said, don't you say it. I said, I thought that rotating tires meant that they just rotate that they just rotate the tires. That's what I thought. And said, I was like, I always wonder how does that help? Like the tires are already rotating when you drive it. So what are they doing? Y'all, I didn't know that rotating tires meant that you take the tires off of the back, put them to the front, and take the tires off the front and bring them to the back. So that's my chuckle. That's my making fun of me. So whatever. That's another part I think of being able to find the silver lining is you can just enjoy stuff better. Oh, in fact, you know who else kind of confirmed it? So I told you I'm working with the doing wardrobe for the Jacksons, and I just adore them. Jackie and Marlon, their energy. I told all I could. It's like feels like family. Like they have such a family vibe. It's cool. But Marlon, who is has a funny sense of humor, but Marlon was talking to my husband and they were talking about something and I heard him say, I don't know what they were talking about, but he said something like, you know, if somebody's gonna give it over to God and they're still worrying, they really didn't give it over. And so that was another moment for me these past few weeks because obviously I spent a lot of time around them and that genuinely has been my observation of how he moves. In fact, when we were in Jersey and I went to get them to bring them down to sound check, they got on the elevator and I'm like, how's everything going? You know, how's your day? And he's like, I'm blessed. Like I woke up. I'm breathing. And I said, that's the truth, you know, and not that I haven't heard that before. I say that, but that genuinely is like how I have witnessed him to operate. And trust me, I've seen things that they've had to address that were um not so positive and things that were positive or whatever, and he seems consistent. It seems like he has found his own kind of silver lining of I have faith in God, so I'm good. I'm here. I can enjoy it. And that's what I strive to be. You ever been around somebody, hey, king sized, it's all good. We just kicking it at this point. Have you ever been around somebody who they just it's not even like they're just so positive, you know? They're not just always making everything be great and okay, but they just have that energy like it is okay. Like all is okay. Whatever comes will be okay. That's kind of the vibe that I get from him and that is the vibe that I am aiming to possess for myself. And honestly, I would love if I'm able to be that to other people cuz it is contagious. It's definitely contagious and I believe that's truly something that God gives you or that you choose to walk into that God makes available to you. And so that again is why this whole thing, good and bad, this is a good opportunity. I've been wanting to travel more, so I'm thankful that I'm able to do that. We're working on getting our kids new passports so that they can be able to, you know, to come some of the times. The way that things are panning out, I mean, I can't complain, but it has kind of, you know, mixed some things up, but I'm just rolling with the punches. And then again, you have stuff like the car happening. My mom is in a senior care facility. Us getting to New Jersey later than we expected took away from the time that I was able to go see her. I didn't go see her the day I wanted to. We ended up going to see her the day we were coming back, but that's all good. We like everything worked itself out because we didn't allow the good or the bad to shake us. We stayed in the silver lining. And so now I'm just focusing on the new system for the new rhythm. That's what it is. The Jack. Good evening, Carrie. It's a blessing to see you on YouTube. You are truly missed. Keep up the great work. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Oh, do y'all know what? Okay, so one of the shows that we did in Yamava. Okay, first of all, if anybody has ever been to Yamava, it's gorgeous. I love it. I want to go back. It's in San Bernardino, and it's right. Sheesh. Finally quit drugs. You did? Congratulations. Hey, OG Hot Rod. What? David Adams. Hold on, because I know how to do this. Hold on. Wait. Thank you so much, David Adams. Aw. Thank you. I appreciate you, sir. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you. Mom missed the drums. Let me ask this. Let me see something real quick. Hey Enrique, in one sentence, how can I describe what the mountains right by Yamava are? Like I'm on live and I want to tell them about what I saw at Yamava. Help me to do that briefly. It was hard, but I managed to toss all my drugs and pipe. Are you being funny, Ryan Jamerson? Are you trolling or did you really quit? I mean, because if you're trolling, don't troll about that. But if you did really quit, congratulations for sure. For sure. Okay, so here we go. Yeah, but I wanted you to kind of give a little bit regarding the Native Americans who have ownership of that land. You did quit? Okay, well hold on now. Let's not skip past that. Here we go. Oh, wait, David, I turned the volume down. Let me get you some loud. There we go, David. There we go, David. Yeah, David. Thank you. I had to turn that up. I didn't realize it wasn't turned up well. Thank you, David. And now, Ryan, hold on, Ryan, because you definitely get some applause. Yeah, you get some applause for that. You definitely do. Congratulations. I don't know how to take that off the screen. I don't know why it's not coming off the screen, but you know what? It can stay up there. It can stay up. Wait, do I do that? Nope. Oh, there we go. Congratulations, Ryan, seriously. Because I can only imagine drugs these days. I mean, not like drugs were good for you ever. So I'm not saying that, but it just seems like it's so much easier to get caught in some type of an addictive substance now because so many of them are so easy to get your hands on. So shout out to you for that, for sure. My dad is a recovering drug addict of, I mean, I think my dad quit like, I'm 43, maybe about 38 years ago, something like that, 30 plus years. So I'm not even clowning. Like, congratulations, for real. For real. So wait, Yamava, let's see. Let Enrique tell y'all.
Say this. Yamava is owned and operated by the Uhaviatum of San Manuel Nation, a federally recognized Native American tribe. So those mountain views aren't just pretty. They sit near land with deep indigenous history and present-day tribal stewardship.
So I don't even remember why I was bringing this up, but if anybody has been to Yamava, you know it's nice. But if you haven't, go. It's so pretty. It's so. Let me see if I could. Let me see if I could. In the story, I'm so intrigued by the story of what happened with the tribe. I was like a little kid. Even flying in, filming stuff. You know what it was? I was just in awe. I was in awe of like the scenery, the visual, the mountains, the sky, the different colors, the trees. But that's how I was in Curacao. That like those are some of the reasons that I want to travel places. In addition to me just liking, I want to go places where I go swimming. But I love just looking at all of the different ways that nature looks in different locations. Are y'all like that? Can anybody relate to that? You just like seeing, I don't know. It just makes me, I'm just in awe. I'm in awe by it. So, anyway, I don't even remember why I was getting onto that topic. So, sorry. I can't pick up with where I was going. But I told you I'm not going to hold you too long. Right now we're just kicking it at this point. How's everybody's week been going? I mean, well, the week just started. How was everyone's week last week? What do y'all have going for this week? I have every intention for us to go live on Monday at 6:30 next Monday. I oh, we actually I leave we have a show in Chicago. Anton will be like, "Don't go to Chicago." We have a show in Chicago on Thursday, but I'll be back for Monday. Yeah. Just working. I have to do better. What do you have to do better with, Kiki? What do you have to do better with, my dear? OG Hot Rod, did I say hi to you? I think I did. Oh, wait, hold on. Let's see. Do that. I got to the gym this morning. I'm trying to start going earlier. The goal is 6 every morning. I did 7:30 today. I mean, that's awesome. I need to go ahead and get to the gym tomorrow. Make no excuses. I gotta go. And then my husband, he even said it. He was like, we could go ahead and work out at at these most hotels have something you can do. So he was like, we should just go ahead and do that. I think that even me being out there, at least with this, I mean, he has other artists, but it's helpful to him too. So, oh, let me show y'all. Let me see if I can show you this. Getting outside, I need a life. Well, I mean, what do you enjoy doing, Kiki? What are some of your areas of interest? I'm in Chicago. It's not that bad. Well, I'm gonna be in Chicago. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. Between all of Anton's coverage of Chicago and I had I did network marketing with this woman and her husband went out to Chicago to visit family. And my understanding is that when he was driving wherever he was going to, somebody was, I don't know if somebody thought that he cut them off or what, but apparently there was a case of road rage. I don't know what kind of exchange happened or anything. All I know is that he eventually got to his destination, and my understanding is that this guy who was, mad or whatever that he cut him off, followed him to wherever his location was. I think everybody was standing outside and the guy walked up to him and shot him and killed him. So I know that that's, could happen anywhere or whatever. And I get that. But my Chicago, whew, I don't know. It's just scares me a little bit. Um, I'm glad I got to hang out with my girl. This feels like the end of my life. I'm so disappointed with the way I've lived my life. I wish I could have been a better man. Why do you say that it feels like the end of your life? I know he makes it look scary. He does. He definitely makes it look scary. What's up, Junior? Largy? Please tell me I said it right. Largy. Because you said G like, you said G like, you gave me a word. Okay, thank you. Thank you. I like watching movies, shopping, eating, hanging with my friends. Okay, that's a start. So have you at least been doing that? Have you at least gone to see a movie? When's the last time that you hung out with your friends? You know, take baby steps. Take baby steps. And just go outside. Although depending on what part of Chicago you're in, you might not want to go outside. Let me stop. Let me stop. Let me stop. Um I said it right. I'm so excited. All right, but I want to see if I can show y'all. I'll be trying to show y'all the pictures from here. Let me see. Let me see if I could do this. Not really. I've been working a lot. You got to at least find some time for yourself. Even if you start out small, like commit to okay, so Kiki, what's one thing this week that you can commit to that is not working and is in the category. I'm looking at your comment like that's you. I need to look at you this way. What's one thing that you can commit to for this week that you can do that is for you personally that you would enjoy? Whether it's one of the things that you named, whether it's something else, you know, tap into the inner child. What are the things that you used to like to do when you were a child? And even if you can only block out 30 minutes this week or hour, that would be cool too. But even if you can only do 30 minutes, what's one thing you can commit to? Um, I'm going to get outside this weekend. I'm going to go to the movies. Okay, what movie are you going to see? See, we're gonna help hold you accountable. What movie are you gonna go see? Ryan, because I've got no way of income and I've just been getting lucky that I have a dad supporting me. But when he dies, I won't have anyone to support me. Okay, so you haven't decided the movie yet? All right, Kiki, you got to tell us what movie, and don't try to go watch what is it? What is it called? Frame fights on Anton's channel and cheat and hear about a movie summary and then come tell us that you saw the movie. You got to go actually see the movie. Um so Ryan, because I've got no way of income and I've just been getting lucky that I have a dad supporting me, but when he dies, I won't have anyone to support me. Okay, so first, let's operate in what is, right? So your dad is here. You still have your dad, right? And you said you have your dad supporting you. So I see two things to be grateful for right off the rip. I have a dad who's living and able and willing to be in support of me. And I don't know what that support looks like. I don't know if that's emotional, if it's financial, if it's both, if it's, you know, but you have it. So let's find the good and praise it and show gratitude there. In terms of the income, anybody I think who gets to a point of saying that they have no way of earning income in 2026, I think that the biggest thing that you have to address is the mental block, the mental barrier that you're putting up, because the reality is that there is opportunity for everybody in 2026 to create an income. It doesn't mean you can do something tomorrow and get, you know, everything you want. However, this is like the best time when you think about it, you know? So, where I would start is what's your area of interest? What are your skills? You don't have to tell me like where do you live, but What do you enjoy doing? What are things that people call on you to do? If you named, 5 people who knew you really well, and we asked them, well, what does Ryan, like, what is he good at, or what do y'all call him for? What would they say? Or what would you say? What would your dad say? And I'd say start with that. And then between what you enjoy doing, have an interest in doing, and skills in, then you can kind of figure stuff out. And then if it's nothing, then now we know, okay, I have to go and develop skills. And luckily for you, you have a father who's willing to support you, I'm sure through this journey. Unknown God, swimming at the YMCA. Okay. Listen, I love swimming. Oh my God. I refuse to have a swimless summer. I already went into the pool once. I plan to rack up on swimming. Okay. Junior Largy, do you love me? All right. Kiki, do you love me? I wanted to sing it too when I saw that. King size, do you got a way to make any extra money? Okay, see, they're asking, you enjoy working out. Okay. Now tell me, so you enjoy working out. What are some of your skills? Ryan, if you have Wi-Fi, my job is hiring. I can give you the details offline. Look at that. I don't know how you guys connect on, is YouTube like Instagram, where like you can click each other's name and well, you can't DM on, you can't DM, but maybe king size, is that your name on Instagram? Because it may be Ryan can find you on Instagram and then, DM you and connect with you that way. But Ryan, you see king size, he just said he has some details for you. Junior Largy, Planet Fitness is hiring, Walmart's hiring. Many ways to get income unless there's a specific field or certain limitations. Drone pilot is also an option. That is a fact. I've been hearing a lot about this whole drone piloting stuff. And that's why I was saying, it might be the case where the blessing for you and having your dad is that you have the time and the space to go and develop skills if that's what you need. So that's why I was saying, I think the biggest thing here is to get beyond the mindset. And maybe you're saying it to yourself because you said you let go of drugs, and I don't know how long they had a hold of you, but maybe for you, you're focusing so hard on that amount of time that's lost. And I get it. I understand. Well, I can empathize. I can empathize. um at the same time, it's the now. It's the gratitude of the now. That is, I think that's the key. You're still here for a reason, right? So God's not done with you on this earth. So that means that the time now still matters. It's still as important as the 5 years ago was. You know what I'm saying? So use that. Know that it's just as valuable. Um what's up, Callie? Callie, is it Callie Bowles? See, my sister's name is Kylie, Kaili, but I think yours is Callie, like Callie, Cali, but Kali. So, but all right, I hope that Ryan is able, just Callie Bowles. I hope that Ryan, you are able to connect with King Size. I didn't see you comment again, but I hope that you guys are able to connect because that's what it's about. You could figure it out. You could work through this. All right, y'all. So, did I write down a challenge? Okay, so this week's challenge, identify, and this is for anybody who watches this after after the recording as well, please. Identify one thing you have been worrying about and intentionally surrender it to God. Then identify one area where your life has shifted and build one realistic system that fits the season you are actually in. So I'm going to use you, Ryan, for example. Identify one thing you have been worrying about and intentionally surrender it to God. So you can take this exact situation of lost time, feeling like it's going to be over, feeling like you're worried. So you're one thing you've been worrying about, your worry, and surrendering that to God, surrendering your past to God, surrendering the time lost to God, surrendering all of that. And then one area where your life has shifted and build one realistic system that fits the season you're actually in. Well, Ryan, you're now in a season of being a clean and sober man. That's like a whole new you. So this you're definitely going to have to build a realistic system that fits this season that you're in. And again, you have your father there to support you. So I pray that this week you focus in on that. And there's tons of scripture. I don't know where you are in your spiritual walk, your relationship with God. I'm not trying to force anything on you. At the same time, I will say that I believe that any answer that you need, and certainly any strength that you need, any tools that you need along the way, I promise you, you can find in this book. I promise you, you can find in this book. And I promise you that you can find stories of people who have gone through the equivalence of what you have been through and then some, that you can use as some of your strength. So I pray that you do that, and I pray that everybody else does it as well. So that's where I am. I am, like I said, silver lining of surrender, new rhythm, new system. So when I come back next week, I hope to be able to tell, I not hope, I'm going to be telling you all how this very thing has been going for me this week. And we'll rock out from there. Anyone, oh, Ryan said, I don't have an Instagram anymore. I only got a Facebook. Okay, well, is King Size in here anymore? Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. King Size, are you in here? I don't know. I don't know how y'all would connect. I don't know what he meant when he said connect offline. I don't know if you're here. So, King Size, do you have Facebook? No, Ryan, we're not going to do that. We're not going to give in. We're not going to give into, that's the negative self-talk. That's the flesh that is mad that you killed it. That's what's talking. That's what's talking. Ryan, check out King Size name on Facebook. Go find him on Facebook now and send him a message. That's your flesh talking. That's your flesh talking. It's mad. It's really easy. It's really easy to give in to our mindset. It really is. It's really easy to give into our old ways. It's really easy to um look at the road behind and see all of the mistakes you might think you have made, and thus the time you think you've wasted, and then look at where you are right now and have no clue of how you're supposed to get to the road ahead, and to just give in. It's so easy to do that, but we're not doing that. We're not choosing easy just because. We're not doing that. We're choosing productive, we're choosing purpose, and there's a purpose on your life, Ryan. If you join the Bag Chasers, it's a men's support group you can join as well. It helps. No, you don't have to be. Listen, y'all. Anton is still my friend. He like that's fine. In fact, Ryan, go join the bag. I didn't even know y'all had a men's support group within there. So please, Ryan, do you know about who Anton Daniels is? Do you know about the bag chasers? No, iron sharpens iron. In today's day, we need more community. People need to be more connected. They need to be able to be, I appreciate your vulnerability, um, Ryan, but I also hope that as vulnerable as you're willing to be, you're also open to people loving on you through what you're revealing. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so he said, no, I don't. So, how about we do this? Ryan, let's do step one. Step one is go find King Sized on Facebook. Look him up, Corey Anderson. And you might have to friend request him to DM him, to send him a message. I don't know. I know sometimes Facebook is weird like that, but are you going to Facebook? I'm not going to end the live until you tell me that you have gone to Facebook and you found whatchamacallit. You found Corey Anderson. Drop the link to his channel. To whose channel? To Anton's channel? I guess the best channel would be Millionaire Morning Show. I can't find him. What's your name on Facebook, Ryan? How do I get hold up. Let me grab the link to his channel. I'm gonna give you the link to Anton's Millionaire Morning Show. Yeah, what's your name on Facebook? Anton still shows you a lot of love on his podcast, by the way. That's because Anton and I appreciate you saying the unknown God, but I'm not surprised. I tune into the Millionaire Morning Show as often as I can. Yeah, Anton and I we're straight. We're good. Okay, so King Size, do you see his name? Maybe you can find him, and then I'll put. What y'all think? Should I do Anton's main channel under his name or Millionaire Morning Show? I guess you could go to either one. I'll do Anton Daniels because that's the one that came up first for me. And then you can find the links to the other ones. Let's see. Share, copy. Will this show up as a link though? Let's see. Is that clickable? Peace and love. Christ is King. I know that's right. Is that you with no shirt on? Yeah, that's it. What's good? Hey, Tech Coach Ralph. Okay, so it showed up as a link. Okay, so all right, I don't want to let me let him first friend King Size back so I know that they're connected. Okay, so both of y'all are added. Wonderful. And so now if you go, maybe can I just put the link into the bag chaser? I don't see that on his channel though. He added me. I added him. Okay. I don't. Oh, Anton changed his. I gotta tell him. I love that he changed his. Y'all saw he changed his logo. Well, he didn't even have a logo though, right? I like it. Have to tell him that. I don't see the link to the Patreon, but oh, you can't drop the Discord link. That's for no, I'm not looking for the Discord link. I'm looking for a link to his Patreon. But he doesn't have that in his bio or anything. So if one of y'all have the link to his Patreon, then put that in. Otherwise, I'ma still do the I'm gonna share this with you, Ryan, because I think you could benefit more from the Millionaire Morning Show. So, Ryan, click both of those links, especially the last one, and subscribe to his channel. And then if you go click on any of the videos, I know that he says that the link is like is pinned to the chat. So that way you probably still like, who is he? I'm trying to see if I can get to it. Let me see. Pin to the. Why he don't pin it to the top anymore? Okay, I don't know. I can't find it, but you can find it, Ryan. It's okay if you do a little bit of work on your end to find this. All right, so Ryan, you're connecting with King Size. King Size is going to let you know about a potential job opportunity. And y'all keep us posted on how that goes. Yeah, I can't find it, but check him out. Check out Anton and see if you can find the link to the Patreon. And either way, King Size can help you with King Size. You can get him into the Patreon. Give him the link to the Patreon. Correct. All right, y'all. So I have kept y'all here for an hour and 2 minutes, and I don't want to keep you longer than that. So I am going to say that it is a pleasure being able to tap in with y'all. I really enjoy it. You have no idea. I do not take it lightly. I don't undervalue you. Every person, every set of eyes, I value. I don't need 100,000 eyes in order for there to be value in the views. Each one of you all matters to me. Each one of you is one of God's creations. So I just want to say I appreciate y'all for just coming in and supporting. You want to come say hi? My daughter wants to say hi. Hi. Say hi. You got stuff all on your face. Mom, I had to run back inside because the mosquito was chasing me. Oh, God. Did you get bit? No. Okay, good. Because I juked. I've been juking him. You say you juked him? Oh, my God. Not juked. All right, y'all. So I appreciate y'all. I will talk to you all next week. Please go out. Be great. You'll have to reshare the link because it's not clickable coming from me. Okay, but did you put a link in here, Junior Largy? I didn't see it. I think he'll be fine. He'll be fine. Y'all go out and be great because you are great. All right. Talk to you. Okay. You're perfect how you are. Say it in the microphone. You are perfect how you are. All right, y'all. Go out, be great. We love y'all. Bye-bye.